Right behind me, I've got the 2026 Ford F-150 STX. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Jason and I do reviews on vehicles here in Canada, so reviews just like this. If you love car reviews, be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the channel. And also thank you to Mayfield Ford for allowing me to review this STX. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the different models that you can get with the Ford F-150s, the safety features that you do get with the STX model, the engine specs, the exterior, the interior, the infotainment system, and of course the pricing on this. As for the models available, first off, you can pick from different styles and box sizes, and then are all of these models that you can pick from. Here is a list of the safety features you do get with the STX model. And as for what powers this does have the 2.7 liter V6 EcoBoost engine, which makes 325 horsepower and 400 pound-foot of torque. And in terms of towing, the way that this truck is spec'd out, you can tow about 7,500 pounds, and payload is about 1,640 pounds. Fuel economy, you're looking at about 13.1 liters in the city and about 10.2 liters on the highway. I'm also going to throw up the window sticker on this because it does have one or two features added onto it. All right, let's start things off in the front. Now, this is in black. If you were to get any other color, you will notice all of the black appearance things on this. But let's start off in the front here on your bumper area. You've got a body color bumper. You've also got the front recovery hooks and kind of like this open area behind the license plate with the shutters and then the black plastic here. There's also the LED front fog lights, and then really you just get into the grille area. I really like how this is designed. It's all plastic, but still it does look good. And even behind this you do have the shutters, and if you look closely you kind of have like the nice little texture designing on each of these little things. But yeah, that definitely looks good. And here is the blacked out Ford badge that comes with the black appearance package. Also, it's hard to tell because this is in black, but you do have the gloss black trimming that goes all the way around, and if you do get a different color, this definitely looks nice. And then you get into these unique looking lights. I like the amber light in the center, and then the top and bottom you've got your lights. All right, coming to the side of the STX, it's the usual F-150 looks, of course. And then on the door handles here, you do have these in like the black plastic, so not body color. And same thing for the side mirror, it's all black plastic. And then on the fender here, you have another badge that is in plastic. You've got the gloss black F-150, and it also says STX. This also has the side steps there, and then you get into the wheels. So these are also the ones that do come with the black appearance package. I love the matte finish on this, and these are your 20-inch wheels. So if I do take a step back, you can see this being in black, and the blacked out wheels definitely look sharp. All right, let's come around to the rear, and also back here you do have the 4x4 decaling. Now back here, the usual F-150 looks definitely continue. You've got the same body color rear bumper, but back here you do have the safety sensors along with the hitch. And then by the license plate area, you do have all your towing outlets. And if you look way down below, you do have a spare tire. And then you move into the tailgate area. You've got the massive F-150 engraved into the tailgate and another blacked out Ford badge. And then up here by the tailgate handle area, you do have a reverse camera. And then as for these rear tail lights, these are also pretty unique. All right, let's go ahead and open up the tailgate here. So you got to be careful because this does drop down quite fast, and it's not soft opening obviously. But back here you do have the spray-in bed liner, but it's not a spray-in bed liner, it's like those pre-made plastic ones. So as you can see right there, so it just slides in. So if you are getting a pickup truck, I think a spray-in bed liner is much better than something like this. Now back here, since this is an STX, it's very simple. You have nothing back here pretty much, so it's literally a workhorse if you do want to use it for that. Now at the back here, you don't have the middle window where you usually have the power sliding window. This is just one massive glass. All right, let's go ahead and enter inside and see what the STXs have to offer. So it's an all black interior with bits and pieces that do stand out. So down here, you do have a good amount of room and obviously a water bottle area. You've got a speaker here, more space in the middle, and kind of like this cool looking granite trimming. You got the soft touch here with the contrast stitching. And up here, you have this material. Like, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it is nicely textured. And it's not like how this one is, where it's just plain. So this definitely does stand out as well. And then you have another area here, which you can use for a cup holder or just small storage. Now, as for the interior seats, you do have cloth everywhere. However, I do like how these cloth seats look and the way that they are designed, because if you look here, you've got like the lighter shade, the darker shade, contrast stitching, and even like these dark and light lines that go even at the back here. So this all tied together. Even though this is not like soft touch material, it's all fabric, you still have a nice looking interior. Also with this, you don't have the middle section where it drops down for your cup holders. It's just one massive bench seat. Now let's go ahead and lift up the rear seats here. So if I go ahead and lift it, you do have space down here that you can definitely utilize, and it opens up a ton of room. All right, now I'm gonna jump inside and show you the legroom and the headroom in this. All right, entering inside, legroom, as you can see, I have a ton of legroom, and I'm sure this seat can be adjusted even more, but still, I'll have a good amount of legroom. And also for the headroom, as you can see, this whole thing kind of like slopes into the roof line. I'm wearing a hat. For reference, I'm 5'11", and I have a ton of room, as you can see. Now behind the driver and the passenger seat, I love how that there's no plastic anywhere. It's all just the fabric trimming, plus you do have the in-seat storage pockets. Now over on the rear console area, you have your cup holders with the chrome trimming around that. You got venting here and also the USB ports. All right, let's check out the interior on the front and see if anything is different. Now the only thing I can really notice up here is a much bigger area at the bottom, because you do have 2 water bottle areas, and everything else is identical other than of course your window controls and your side mirror controls. All right, let's check out the front seats. These are identical to the rear seats, and I really like the cloth designing on this, just the way that they've done this. However, the front seats don't come heated, and over on the side here, it is all manual adjustable, and then underneath just your pedals. Here is the hood latch release. Moving up here, you have your electronic parking brake. Here is the rear top bed light, exterior lights with the fog lights, and then the cluster dimmers. Also around the venting area, you've got this cool granite trimming and also the US flag, and then the steering wheel does come manual adjustable. All right, I just want to show you something cool on the cluster here when I do start up the truck. So as you can see, you got the nice Ford animations that play, and even turning off the truck here, you have the nice animations. Okay, entering inside, your whole dashboard is in plastic, but you do have that same trimming you saw on the doors, and then just the plain plastic all around. You've got a speaker there in the corner and one on the other side, and then you just get into your cluster area. This is a 12-inch cluster, and on here, you can view all sorts of different information, and all of that is controlled through here. So if I just press back for a second, I have the main menu here, so I can go through all of this, and keep in mind some of the things that you do go into will have more menus within it. As for the steering wheel, you do have the soft touch material. This does not come heated, and then you have like the black trimming obviously all around, and then this cool smooth trimming, another blacked out Ford badge here, and then on the left side here, you have all your cruise control settings, lane keep, volume, and Bluetooth, and then the other side you have all the cluster controls, phone, and seat controls. Also behind, you do have your wiper controls, high beams, and indicators, and then on this side is your shifter. Now moving to the center armrest, you got the soft touch material, contrast stitching, and opening this up here, you do have this tray which can be popped out, and then inside you do have a decent amount of storage space. Now moving to the center console here, first off on the side, you do have some space that you can definitely utilize, and this will be on the passenger side as well, plus more of that nice granite trimming with the chrome trimming. And then you have all of this space here. So since there's no shifter, all of this you can use for storage. And then you have some space here, your cup holders, and then all of this space here as well, plus USB ports. Now moving up here, you have all your heating and cooling temperature controls, including the multimedia. You got your camera buttons, hazards, traction control. And then on the left side here, you do have all your different drive modes. On the other side, you got a 12-volt outlet and USB ports. And then you just move into this touchscreen here. This is a 12-inch touchscreen, and I like how you have a main screen and a mini screen off to the right. So right off the bat, you're on your audio section. So here, you're gonna find things like your AM, FM, Sirius XM, and Bluetooth. Next is the phone section. Obviously, once you have your phone paired. Next will be the favorite section if you do want to customize these to whatever you use the most. Next is the app section. So here you're going to find things like your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. This also has karaoke and YouTube. Next will be the settings section, which is usual on any vehicle, so you can fine tune these to your liking. And then lastly, under the features section and under the driver assistance, here you're going to find all your safety stuff, so you can turn it on, off, adjust it however you want. Heading back, there's also the zone lighting, which is pretty neat. If I go ahead and override this, turn this on. Now I can turn on one zone at a time or all zones all at once. And heading back again, you've also got the towing section, which you see a connection checklist, add a trailer, and then these settings as well. And then heading back, then it's just your manual and feedback. Then moving to the little small screen here, if I just press the pages so it's easier, I can just flick through all of this information. And also let me show you what the cameras look like. So if I just press the camera button here, here it is, the backup camera, and then you can also turn on and off the rear sensors. But if I do put this into reverse, as you can see right there, another thing pops up. And then here, if I click this, not only can I see this screen, but it also has a wider panoramic view so I can see much more things. And if I just go back into the normal one, I can also zoom in, and zoom out from here. Also up here, you do have your auto start stop. And then if you look on the dashboard at the top, you do have some room that you can definitely utilize. Now moving up top here, if I just push this down, you do have a spot for your sunglasses and then just your interior lights. And here is the key fob for the STX. Yes, we are in 2026 and we still have a flip key. All right, let's come around to the passenger side and let me show you something pretty unique on the dashboard. So you do have this open space where usually on F-150s you press a button and it flips open, but this is just open storage space. You got more than nice granite trimming and then just your usual glove compartment space. And then here is that space on the side that I was talking about that you saw on the driver's side. And here is the window sticker for this 2026 F-150 STX. The pricing that you see is in Canadian dollars. Well, that does it for the review on this 2026 Ford F-150 STX with the black appearance package. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this?